This is Gary G reporting from the Los Angeles Staples Center for a fantastic contest between the Los Angeles Clippers and the visiting undefeated Golden State Warriors. The Clippers had a tremendous first half, leading by as much as 23 points, but some way, somehow, the Golden State Warriors came back to pull off a victory, 124-117. Stay tuned for videos and interviews to follow. You guys were up for this game. It seemed like the adrenaline and performance, especially in the beginning, you guys were on fire. Yeah. And do you guys get more hype for this type of a team than any other team?
Well, we're trying to look at everybody the same and give everybody our full attention. That's what we're working towards, at least. Not just getting up for the Golden State games, but getting up for the Golden States and Milwaukee's and the Washington Wizards. You know what I mean? It takes a certain level of maturity and work.
What do you guys learn from this kind of a performance tonight?
I'm not sure. This one looked very reminiscent of the last one. That's for sure. It really does, and I'll have to watch it to give you the full answer.
But what do you think you need to do to finish better? I mean, because that's what it comes down to in these kind of games.
Yeah, it is. It's a game of interest. I think if we would have made a couple shots and they would have missed, it could have been a different game. But even being in that situation when we're up 20 or 23, I think you can really step on a team. I think those are the people remember the end moments, but those are the moments.
What about the defensive effort, especially against trying to defend Steph?
He's a problem. He really is. I mean, he's a problem. At this point, you're starting to see every defense, whether it's trapping, and the things people don't see is when you do trap, they have good pieces around them to, whether it's Draymond rolling to make a play, or Clay, or Iguodala, whoever it might be that night. They do a good job.
What do you guys need is trust, or is it more than that?
No, we trust each other. I just think we just.
It's early.
Yeah, it's really early. So I think it can just get a lot better. You know what I mean? It can get a lot better. So trust is here. They won, so their trust and confidence is right here. So as we get better, we'll start to move up. And listen, eventually, bottom line is we're gonna have to beat them, and we're gonna have to out tough them and just outbeat them. Like when we're up 3 or 4 versus them, we gotta beat them, and right now we can't. They're better than us, so we will get there.
Is that what you mean by trusting?
I thought honestly, I thought that's how we played from the end of the second quarter on. I mean, we had a couple of possessions. It's crazy when you're talking about a team who just shot 50% and scored 117 points. But I swear, I probably said it 50 times in the timeouts. Just trust, move it, get the ball from side to side, makes them work harder. It creates fouls, and I thought even some of the shots we made was late second tough shots, and that's an area we still have to improve on, and we're working on it, but we wasn't ready for it tonight.
Doc, they were 17 of 30 from three. When a team can shoot at that volume, is there a safe lead?
Well, no, but they're good, so there's no safe lead. I feel that way against us. I think, when we're down, we can still come back. But they have the best shooting team in the NBA. We know that. But the threes that they got, a lot of them, again, were, miscommunication on switches. Harrison Barnes, I thought, Curry had 40, but I thought Harrison Barnes changed the game for them in that one little stretch. I thought his effort, he made huge plays, big threes, drives. I thought that stretch was the biggest stretch of the game.
Rivalry, whether you guys play down here or play up there, what is it?
It seems like everybody we play, y'all want to say it's a rivalry, whether it's Memphis or Oklahoma City or Houston, now Dallas, now Golden State, now, you can't beat everybody. So I wouldn't say that's really a rivalry. They've won, we faced in the playoffs once. So I wouldn't really call this a rivalry. They have the upper hand. They're the better team. They have been the last 2 games last year. We're trying to get to where they're at.
Blake, would you say that they've made statements in the last 2 games, the way they've won and come from behind?
Last game we were down in their place by 17, I think. 17, 18. Fought back in and got up. Lost it at their place. This game, I think they've made a statement of just being more together. don't know. The last game, whatever. That was a long time ago. This game, yeah. I mean, you know, all we can do is watch the film, correct some mistakes, and you know we got to move on and then win a game tomorrow night.
Like when you said they were more together, can you elaborate on what that looks like on a court and what you guys need to do to kind of get there?
They were more together down the stretch, you know, just in the same sense that I thought we were early on. Just trusted, the ball moved. Defensively, we stuck to our game plan, things like that. We just trusted their game plan. And saw it all the way through and executed down the stretch.
Like everyone keeps talking about like trust down the stretch. They have trust. 4 of the 5 guys on the court for you guys have been together a long time. You know, you should be able to trust each other by now. What do you think about that, and how do you gain that trust if it is something you guys need?
It's not so much trust as in getting to know someone and playing with them. It's trust, you know, just to keep the ball moving, not get discouraged by defense. It's not necessarily trust just by, okay, I've known this guy for 4 years, I've played with him for 4 years. It's just sticking to the game plan. So, you know, you could not trust down the stretch of a game and play with a guy all your life. It has nothing to do with how long you know somebody or how long you played with somebody. It's just that you stick to that game plan and you don't let anything rattle you from that.
Blake, Chris had a strong game today. His first game back from the groin injury. What did you think of his performance on the court?
I thought he was great. You know, very aggressive. You know, we always tell him every game to be aggressive. You know, when he's aggressive, picking rolls, just aggressive, ready to shoot. He puts a lot of pressure on other teams, and he did that tonight. Obviously, when we could see, you know, how he played and then how we started. Those two things go hand in hand. So when he's like that, he's tough and opens up everything for everybody else. So it was good to see him be that aggressive on his first game back.